What's up, y'all? I'm just gonna lotion my legs real quick. It's part of the regime of being that girl. No, I'm kidding. Welcome, Glendally here. Thank you for coming to my channel, stopping by, vibing with me, being willing to give me your time and hear me speak some words. It truly means everything to me. We're actually currently on my bed. It is a Thai mattress. I do sleep on a Thai mattress every single night. I am a 200-hour yoga certified teacher and I study a lot about the body and whatnot. Thai mattresses are really good because they are harder than your conventional mattress, which is actually better for your spine. It's like grounding. I'm always on the ground, literally always on the ground. It's my life. I actually started sleeping on a yoga mat first before purchasing the Thai mattress. It's a little bit more fancier than a yoga mat, but it's essentially like the same thing. Either way, LOL, that was quite the introduction, wasn't it? So today's video is definitely more of a sit down chit chat type situation, and I've had this idea in my mind for a minute. I have such funny feelings about this phrase, that girl. And so I thought it'd be fun to kind of like chime in, throw my little 2 cents of the wave of being that girl. Being the best version of yourself, high key, is being that girl for you, which I want to put a heavy emphasis on because especially with how women are constantly being fed just this ideal, sexy, sensual, like, whew, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. The mainstream, like, mama, the baddies. I'm over it. I hate the fact that women, and men too, but we're women. Us women literally have endless beauty standards that we're constantly being just, like, boxed into. I'm just here to, like, be the voice of reason to remind you that none of those things matter, and what matters most is you literally falling in line with your most authentic self, because that is literally the epitome of being that girl for you, because there is no one that girl that you can be. It's literally being your best self and showing up as her often, making sure she's making her statement, taking up her space in this world we live in, and doing so unapologetically, because vibes. We live for the vibes, we live for the confidence, we live for those who are willing to truly be themselves and not let anyone stop them, because that's the point of this life, y'all. High key. So we're gonna just bust into a crisscross applesauce because I'm just feeling very zen right now. And honestly, we're gonna start this video by taking a moment, taking a breath. If you are in a place where you're able to either crisscross applesauce on the ground or on a chair, on a couch, or if you're not, if you're like in a space where you're kind of like surrounded by people, if you can take a moment to yourself, we're gonna take a moment to just breathe because it's just necessary. I gently invite you, if you're able to, gently close the eyes or bring them to a low gaze if you don't feel comfortable keeping them closed. And we're also going to bring the palms up on top of the knees, palms open, because high key, when we're receiving just the good energy, the good vibes, the good flow, we like to keep the palms open because it allows for us to fully receive in our energetic center, right? And so when you're like this, you know, you're kind of closed off. We don't like to be closed off. We like to be open because we are divine femmes, and divine femmes, we receive. We always receive. We're just going to keep our palms open, gently close the eyes. We're gonna start inhaling deeply on the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna do a little pause here. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. And so we're going to do that again. We're going to take a deep inhale in, 2, 3, 4, and we'll pause, and then we'll exhale, 3, 2, 1. Gently bring the eyes open, flicker them if you have them closed. If not, totally fine. But we're just gonna feel the breath as we're here having this chit chat talk, because I feel like it is important when talking about finding authenticity, being in your best wave of life, your best alignment of your current state, just being grounded is literally super important. I kind of already said the first thing I feel is important when it comes to becoming that version of yourself. We're throwing out the term that girl because she's not needed. We don't need to commodify ourselves into a small box of to-dos in order to become that girl. I don't want to start diving into the whole like spiel of, you know, connecting mind, body, soul, but it does kind of also tie in with this, you know, subject matter that we are discussing today. Ego is very important to become friends with. It is your job to be able to understand and control the I, control the ego, control the vessel that carries your soul every day, every single minute of the day, learning how to control and navigate that within the big game of life that we play. It's just very saddening that we've all grown up really to constantly be pushed into this specific narrative of life when we all come from different walks of life, different religious backgrounds, different truths, various experiences that create our life, create who we are. We are not meant to be the same. We have layers, and it's beautiful to have those layers and be connected to those layers and be able to intermingle all those layers, because once you do, you start becoming that girl. That's the best version of you. First things first, number one, we are tossing out the phrase that girl because it is useless. Honestly, we are working on becoming the best version of ourselves because that's just it. So number two is rituals. We need to make sure that we are establishing rituals within our everyday. And I use the term ritual because I'm really heavy on reclaiming indigenous practices. I am a Latina, I'm Mexican and Puerto Rican. I have a heavy indigenous ethnic background. My Puerto Rican side are Taínos and my Mexican side are Mayan. And so I'm very heavy in just reconnecting with the land, reclaiming the lands, because mama needs help, and that's why I'm very heavy on sustainability when it comes to like fashion and stuff, and I try to promote that because I love this earth. This earth is my mom. I am this earth. Heavy on that. The same magic the earth uses to create the trees and the plants and the frutitas, the earth does that and creates my body. My body is magical. And it's why I'm so heavy on just like taking that little breath in the beginning of the video, grounding yourself and ensuring that you are connected to this planet, connected to being right here, right now in the physical is a heavy part of being able to find the self of you that is that girl. You know what I mean? When I say rituals, I literally mean anything that's going to help you remain present in the moment, as grounded as possible. Everything that gets thrown at us, especially with the way the world is right now, life is really wild, so I totally understand not always being grounded, but that's where rituals come in, and doing things regularly that maintains your grounding, it maintains your presence. Living intentionally here and now is like the point of rituals. I guess like a really important part of my ritual that I truly work on living every single day as a new cycle. Totally didn't expect to get into such spiritual talk in this video, to be completely honest, when I made my list last night, but here we are, we're embracing it, we're flowing, and we're gonna have a little chat about some more spiritual things. Some spiritual gems. Understanding that life works in cycles. I mean, the sun cycles every day with the moon. You have morning and night, correct? The moon also cycles on its own from full to new, and it goes from light to dark, very similarly to the sun and moon themselves. So the moon is cycling itself while it also cycles with the sun. And so I like to see every day as a new cycle. If you ever had that experience where you go through something and then like a few months later, literally the same exact situation happened again, that's because life runs in cycles, and the universe will continuously give you the same lessons until you fully understand the lesson in order to align yourself to be with the wave that you're supposed to be in. Because there's just this journey of experiences that we all go through, and getting stuck in a loop, you hear that term all the time as well, getting stuck in the loop of just the same. It's learning how to not let fear and control and just surrendering to the unknown, the unexpected, the different wave, the different changes that come with growing. Learning how to tap into that is what allows you to step into new cycles. It's very important to understand that because it's a big part of what we all go through every single day. So I think I'm gonna leave two on that note, just because I did kind of drop a lot there that's related to spirituals and connecting the mind, body, and soul. Number three are affirmations. Affirmations are so powerful, and it's a great way to help visualize the version of yourself you want to become in reality. Look in the mirror and just say, I am love, I am light, I am authentically me. I am my best version today. I mean, it can literally be anything. You can curate it in a way that's like so specific to you and your wave and where you are. And the reason why affirmations are so powerful, it's said by the Tibetan monks that the sensations, our senses, play a really big part of creating and manifesting our reality. So I'm talking whatever you listen to, however you're feeling on the skin. It's why silky materials feel so good. It enhances the life experience. When you hear certain things, right, and you tell yourself certain things, your thoughts say certain things, and you say those things out loud, you're receiving those words. Those words come even more powerful because they're coming from yourself. They're coming from your source. Your connection to source is saying these things, especially when you're looking in a mirror. You're saying it directly to yourself and it's reflecting back into you. And there's power in that. Don't think that there's not. Affirmations are so powerful. It helps change mindset, which is a huge part of being the best version of you. Once you understand that literally everything that we experience via the senses literally create the next moments of reality within this journey. For me, at least, it's forced me to really understand what I'm consuming on all levels of life, because every single thing matters in this realm of reality. So number 4 is staying clean. Like, personal hygiene is so important. I don't judge folks who are like okay with not bathing, which I feel like situational. If you're home for like 3 days and you don't shower for those 3 days, I can understand it. You're not going out, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're in your bubble. I have these weird feelings about bacteria and germs and just dirt in general. I feel like it's the witchiness in me that like I view that kind of stuff on a level I can't really explain, but it grosses me out. Whenever I clean myself, I literally feel polished. So number 5, just kind of going along with body care, physical exercise. I know I spoke about yoga earlier in the video, but like if you're not into yoga, like even walking, cardio, strength training, one main reason is because it helps ground you, but it also helps release a lot of stress. Okay, so number 6 is essentially lifestyle. And with lifestyle, I'm gonna throw in the term healing, because I feel like working on continuously healing and understanding that healing is a forever journey and it is never linear. It runs in cycles as well. Once you kind of like tap and handle the first layer, gunky layers of healing, you start kind of going into deeper healing and deeper healing and deeper healing. And what I mean by that is like, even at my point, I've done a lot of personal healing, like an extreme amount of personal healing. I'm so proud of how far I've come as a woman. I'm at a point of my healing where I am working on fully reclaiming my ancestors' practices, trauma, which relates back to why I deal with the personal trauma that I deal with. Everything is interconnected. That's just life. Not saying that healing should be an everyday thing, but you'd be surprised. Cooking is very healing. Doing things with your hands is very healing. Connecting with someone else is very healing. Like, these little things are very healing. Don't let the little moments pass you by, because the little moments of true connection, if it's with self or others, is so healing and powerful. And I feel like that's why Western societies, especially here in the States, we are always very egotistical, very individualistic. Like, we very much think of ourselves more than community. Is because we've been conditioned to do so. Because community living is so much more powerful when we are able to fully uplift and understand that we are one and are willing to give others the help. It does nothing but trickle and enlighten everyone and upgrade everyone, because everyone is loving each other despite where we are. We're able to help each other lift. And that's powerful. When union happens, when yoga happens, it's powerful on various scales. And it's why I'm convinced that we've been conditioned the way we've been conditioned, because it's a threat to the systems that are in place this day and age. You know what I mean? So number 7 is going to be outer self-expression, which I feel like is a big part of just being that girl. Wearing whatever makes you feel powerful. That's it. And then number 8, embrace graceful energy. High key. I really be talking like that sometimes, y'all. Don't think I don't. It's so funny because I feel like I have so many different personalities and I embrace them all. I feel like there's like 7 different versions of Glendali that exists within this body, and I have learned when to pick out and who to choose and who to show up as. And we be vibing, we be chilling, we be here just living, you know, like, you know. For real though, and I feel like it goes back to us being multi-dimensional beings. Like, we go through so many different experiences, so many different phases of the journey, of versions of ourselves. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you dabbling into any one of those and just being, because it's being authentically you. It's being able to be like, yes, that was me, that was me, that was also me, this is also me. And we all like to vibe and chill and just be. And we like to be the best in our world, of course. We don't like that cocky confidence. We like that I am here confidence. I'm taking my space. Please take your space, because we all have enough space to be. And that's the power of just like embracing the graceful energy of just being. But I'm just gonna leave that one there because that one feels right. It does feel right. So I think with that being said, I'm just gonna let this video be done because I definitely shared a lot and I hope it helps in some kind of way. Your message from your friendly neighborhood New Yorker turned Floridian. I want to say thank you so much for stopping by as always, hanging out with me, vibing with the vibes, and just chit-chatting about some good, important self-love, self-acceptance type things. It's important. If you want to subscribe for future content, definitely hit that button down below as well as the like button because it does help with getting my message out there. I just want to send my love, my light, my blessings forever and always. And may this next season, this next summer season coming up, bring blessings and prosperous adventures that help develop you into becoming further that best version of yourself. I was gonna say that girl, but that best version of yourself. For this cycle only, because we elevate and enlighten every cycle, because that's just what we do. It's what we do. All right. Blessings.